Hello guys, let's get something done today. Welcome to a new episode of the Danny's Classic Garage. Today we're going to be doing a simple task, but at the same time, it can be a little tricky. We're going to be installing the weather strip on the trunk lid. What do we need to accomplish this job? Pretty basic. We just need a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket to remove the trunk lid. A new weather stripping. This is from Daniel Carpenter. Pretty good. I bought it in NPD. The adhesive, it's from 3M, specially designed for weather stripping. Masking tape, very important. A rag and some gloves, because the glue can be a little tacky. And any solvent that you have handy, because if we commit any mistakes doing the glue, we can just clean that real quick. So let's remove the trunk lid. So the first thing that you guys want to do is use some masking tape to mark the position of the trunk lid. That way, after the installation is done, we will know exactly the position. Probably we will need some adjustments after the installation, because there's going to be a piece all around the trunk lid just pushing the lid back up. So maybe we will need to do some adjustment on the latch. So we will see. For now, we just mark the position of the hinges and we will be good. If you're doing this just by yourself, I just recommend use some towels or something to cover the paint, because we don't want to scratch anything. This car was recently painted, so I will say, just to be safe, just putting a rag here. That way we don't do any chips or anything, and you need to be super careful removing this. So let's see. I will suggest just put a rack in between the trunk and the hinge. That way we don't scratch anything. And let's remove the other one. Okay. The trunk lid is out. So here's a better looking of the weather strip. Flat side, the curve, and the opening in the middle. Remember, the flat side goes against the trunk lid with the opening, this opening, facing inwards. That way the curve will be in the outside part of the trunk lid. Alright guys, the proper way to install the weather strip, it's like this. So you guys are going to start in the middle of the trunk lid, right behind the latch, and work your way around in sections. So don't do it all in once, because it's going to be a mess. So you guys are going to work your way around all the trunk lid, and when you guys get to the starting point, it's going to be an overlap. So that's normal. You guys can cut it and put it together. All right guys, I forgot to mention something. So this weather strip only works for convertibles and coupes. If you guys are working in a fastback, you're going to need a different part number, because the trunk lid is smaller, and I believe that it's coming in two sections, from here all the way to the middle and the other side. So it's a totally different part. So just be aware of that if you're working in a fastback. Let's just start using some alcohol to clean the surface. because we need to remove any grease or dust or whatever is on the paint to make sure that we have a good bond. Yeah, we will clean that. Okay, now that we have the surface clean, we are ready to install. You guys are gonna know where to start because there's a mark over here, and it's pretty simple just to determine the middle of the trunk lead. And also there's a lip here that you guys can use as a guide to go all the way around the trunk lid. So let's just start with the glue. Just applied a little bead. Be careful because it's really super liquid. Okay. Oh, sorry. We need to apply it on the here too. Just on a small bead. So let's put it in place. Need to wait a little bit until start drying. That way it'll be more tacky. Just a couple seconds, and then put it on. Those pieces are for keep the rubber in place. Here we need to clean it because we made a mess at the beginning, too much glue. We have another spot here that we need to treat. Too much glue. Sorry guys, it's my first time using this product, so and it's pretty hot here. I believe that makes everything go more smoother. So when I apply the glue, it's gonna run a little bit more because of the heat. So that's the first section. Remember, do this by sections. First, second, third section, section number 4 and 5. Because as you can see, it's really tricky. So if you do all in once, probably it's gonna be a real mess. All right, guys, basically we just repeat the process all the way around the trunk lid. Here, I just save the end to make a closer look. That way you guys can see how is the cut and how to put those pieces together. Let's take a closer look. All right, guys, we're here to the final step, the cutting of the X's. I will say don't try to cut it like super flush because you have a high risk that keep a gap in the middle. That's not good. And don't cut it too long, because if those pieces are fighting to each other, you're gonna have like a little bump here. So I will say just cut it a little bit over the edge. That way it will be a little bit of pressure between the two pieces and we will keep the surface flat. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, now we do a test fitting. There you go. Now we're gonna apply the glue. I think I'm gonna remove a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay, we're good. We're still at the bottom. Now it's time for the glue. Now we just need to wait a little bit to let it dry. And then put it on. You're in place. Don't worry about the marks. We can clean those later. Let me show you guys how to clean that. So with the solvent that you have, just use a little bit here like that. Nothing happened. Have a little bit more here. Good. All right, guys. So we're pretty much done with the installation. So it was easy, but at the same time, like I said, it was tricky. It was my first time using this material. but now I know how to work with. That's the purpose of whatever you do in your life. So it's just a learning experience every day. So we just need to let it dry and then put it back on the car. So let's wait until it dries. All right, guys, just back to work. Let's remove all the tape. Be careful doing this because the seal is pretty soft, so you don't want to peel anything from it. I know I just went crazy with the tape, but I just want to keep everything in place while I was doing the whole installation. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Alright guys, we're pretty much done. We just need to install the trunk lid back in the car. Let's go ahead and do it. Guys, need to be super careful with this. We don't want to bend anything or chip the paint. Let's see. Let's remove this. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we need to adjust it. But it's not too bad. Let's see. Just a little bit more. Yeah, we're good.